Thank you for stopping. I want to teach this to as many U.S. business owners, U.S. entrepreneurs, and also 1099 income earners, plus U.S. investors, how they can save U.S. taxes legally. We're going to start off with 3 simple questions. Number 1, do you want to leave a legacy for future generations? Who doesn't? Number 2, do you want to save taxes year after year, generation after generation? Number 3, do you want to know the secret of the rich? If you answered yes to all 3 questions, please continue to watch and have pen and paper, because what I'm going to teach you is legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. It's been in front of the United States Supreme Court on 2 separate occasions, and both times the Supreme Court has favored it. Have you ever heard of the Spendthrift Trust? The full title is Irrevocable, Complex, Discretionary, Non-Grantor Spendthrift Trust. All 5 elements are super important. Irrevocable goes from generation to generation. The Rockefellers Trust is called The Office. It's 7 generations old and has almost 400 people under the same EIN, or Employee Identification Number, your tax ID number. Irrevocable, complex. This trust can hold money from day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year, decade to decade, century to century. 97% of the trusts out there are what my mom and dad had and what Susie Orman talks about, the family trust. There's nothing wrong with the family trust. The only job the family trust does is avoid probate and then dissolves, and all the money has to be dispersed. What I'm talking about, the Spendthrift Trust, is going to save you in 4 very important ways. Write these down. Listen up. Save taxes year after year, generation after generation. Number 2, keep your information completely private. There's a false rumor out there. Your LLC, S Corp, or C Corp does that. It's not true. I can go to the Secretary of State website or the Corporation Commission website of your state and research all LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps. It's public information. Yikes, did you know that? Do you know that at least 40% of all LLCs get sued every year? That's important, because number 3, way that you're going to save. All lawsuits become frivolous and go away. All your assets are in the trust. It's a titanium vault, and no one can get into it. And the 4th way to save is if you're not aware of the 2024 Corporate Transparency Act from the Treasury Department, with the Benson Financial Trust, you're exempt from doing the paperwork. Please, if you don't have the Benson Financial Trust, do the paperwork, because the fines are astronomical. If you don't do the paperwork, $10,000 and or 2 years in jail. Can you imagine going to jail for not doing paperwork? That's ludicrous. So let me go back over this. Irrevocable, complex, discretionary. Whatever the trustee or trustees decide for the beneficiaries, no one can contest that in court. This is completely law on how it goes. One of my clients, a husband and wife who have 4 apartment buildings in Los Angeles, their daughter, grown daughter, has to take 4 random drug tests a month to live there rent-free. She actually took her parents to court to sue them, saying this was unconstitutional. The judge said to her, you have choice A and choice B. Choice A, take the drug test and pass, or choice B, move out and start paying for your own rent. I would not want to be a fly at their Thanksgiving dinner. Irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor. This is super important. This is how it makes a trust completely private. When you start the trust, you're going to have someone who is not a beneficiary sign up to be the grantor or the settlor of the trust. They will be the trustee for 5 short minutes and then sign themselves away. I personally used a family friend to do this. I started both my business trust and my beneficial trust to do it. He had to sign his name 17 times, and Roy was an old family friend. He had arthritis on the hands, and it was torture for him. This is not a speed bump. If you need someone like myself or somebody at the law firm, we do it free of charge for you. Irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor, and then spendthrift, the 5th element. This part has been in front of the U.S. Supreme Court on 2 separate occasions. Both times the Supreme Court has favored it. Now the tax code, 643B. Please go out, Google it, research it. You will find an opinion letter from the IRS. Well, the IRS can write as many opinion letters as they want. They cannot change the IRS tax code. Only people who can change the tax code is Congress. If they change the tax code, my business and my beneficial trust that I started in September of 2020 are contract law. No one can break that contract other than the law firm or myself. I'm not doing that. Maybe I won't be able to sell new trusts, but as of today, this is a law that is legal, and it's everyone can get one. So who's Paul Benson? Paul Benson was a Harvard law professor. 76 years ago, he wrote 5 different trusts. You are not tax-free. You're only going to save certain taxes with each trust. So remember that. The business trust. This is for U.S. business owners, entrepreneurs, and 1099 income earners. You will save at least 90% on your federal income taxes yearly, and in 43 states no longer pay state income taxes. Personally, 2022 and 2023, I saved 92% on my federal taxes and did not pay North Carolina taxes. I do pay other taxes, gas tax, food tax, takeout tax, everything else. But my federal income taxes and my state income taxes are covered with the business trust. My clients are saving thousands and thousands of dollars every year. I'm inviting you to go out to my free class at The Great Discovery. It's my first name, Sally, my last name, Gimmon, G-I-M as in Mary, O-N as in Nancy.com, www.sallygimmon.com. When you go out there, you're going to get a 23-minute presentation, 3 articles from Forbes magazine, 2 pages of case law, and you'll see a chart. If you're making at least $80,000 gross a year, how much you will save in all 50 states. There are 7 states without state income taxes: South Dakota, Nevada, Texas, Florida, Tennessee. I'm forgetting a few of them. But you will still save 5 figures in taxes. This is your money to pay off your mortgage, pay off your car, take your family on vacation, to give to charity, or save for retirement. You're in charge of the money you save. The beneficial trust is for all investors. I don't care what kind of investing you're doing. The 5 different taxes you're going to save are going to be, number 1, capital gains, short-term and long-term. Short-term capital gains are taxed like everything else between 10% to 37%, 7 different layers, depending on how much money you make. I researched the trust back into after I did my 2019 taxes, because my personal tax rate went from 22% up to 24%. All of a sudden, I owed the federal government $97,000 in short-term capital gains. And guess what? It was April of 2020, the start of COVID, and I didn't know what was happening in real estate. A little bit scary for me. I took 5 months to research the trust and started both my business trust and my beneficial trust September of 2020. Capital gains are for forex investors, crypto investors, wholesalers, fix and flippers, tax liens, and anything else. Long-term capital gains are a year or more and will affect you if you're selling your business, selling an investment property, selling a baseball card, or anything else. That's the first one. Second one, you will no longer pay interest income taxes. If you are, again, a forex investor, you get taxed twice. Yikes. So please look at the Spendthrift Trust. If you're a passive investor, if you're in mutual funds, if you are doing the BRRRR strategy, subject to real estate, I personally have 12 notes where I am the paper on the house, the mortgage, the Bank of Sally, people pay me their mortgage. Creative financing or seller financing. Third tax you'll save. You will no longer pay dividend income taxes. If you're in the stock market, if you're a day trader, if you're an options trader, commodities trader, futures trader, binary options trading, think of how much money you could be saving. Again, all tax between 17%. Did I lie to you? All tax between 10% to 37%. The only difference right now has been long-term capital gains. That's either 15 or 20% on your profits. Fourth tax you'll save. Rental income taxes on your profits. So if you are doing short-term rentals like Airbnb, vacation rentals, 5 doors, 10 doors, 20 doors, 30 doors, multifamily, commercial property, or arbitrage. Yes, you could take depreciation. Yes, you could do cost averaging. But like I told you, all your information is private and all lawsuits become frivolous. So if the dog gets out and bites the mailman, you don't have to worry about that. And then the 5th way you save, royalty income taxes. If you have talent, like an actor, an actress, an author, an artist, if you're in the NFT world, patents, maybe you have copyrights, everything else. Those are the 2 main trusts I sell. But there's also a charitable trust if you're a 501c3 company, a senior trust if you're over 65 and making too much money and it's affecting your Part B of Medicare. The threshold is $91,000. And then also the mineral trust. One of my clients who inherited his granddad's horse farm in Oklahoma has 6 oil wells on that horse farm. He's saving thousands of dollars. Again, I'm inviting you to go out to my free class on the Great Discovery, www.sallygimmon.com. It's a 23-minute video. There's 3 articles from Forbes magazine. There's a way to contact me to set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session. There's so much information there. My goal is to help as many U.S. business owners, U.S. entrepreneurs, U.S. 1099 income earners, and U.S. investors save taxes just like the rich do. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.